Hello everybody and welcome back to EXFL Tier 1. We're getting to the business end of the season now. We're here for round 18 here at Japan for the night where Red Fire Tiger can clinch his second Drivers' Championship. And as you can see, Wild Matt is serving his quali ban well already and wins the little challenge, getting disqualified first. I'm Chaz F1 and alongside me in the commentary box this evening is Crew the Base. How are you, mate?
I'm good, man, I'm good.
Good, and as you can already see, we have drivers out on the track. And like I said, this could be the evening where, depending on the result, Red Fire Tiger can clinch the championship away from F1 Union. He's already built up a stellar lead, and he could join the Fate TB in becoming a double EXFL World Champion in about, let's say, an hour and a bit. But it all depends, because his teammate isn't here to tow him along. F1 Union's teammate is. ETE Nico is back this evening. He wasn't racing last week. And in Monza, he was struggling due to the issues with wheel on the game. So he has no issues on his side this week, and he will be looking to get at the front and, well, put in a little bit of a gap between him, his teammate, and Red Fire Tiger. However, it seems pretty likely that Fire will claim it this evening. All he needs is P1 or P2 to take the championship this evening. F1 Union needs to outscore him by 4 points to keep the championship going. So if Fire finishes first or second, that isn't possible. Actually, no, if he finishes second, Jaden wins and it goes on to next week. But if Fire wins, there is nothing F1 Union can do. Jag, what are your thoughts on it?
I think it'll be a good race. Like, I think with Red Fire not having his teammate here, like, that it gives Jaden quite a big advantage in qualifying, especially trying to get through. It will be very important to get ahead of Red Fire, but we know how hard it is to keep behind. So I think it'll be a very interesting race.
Yeah, absolutely. Sasha and Wild Matt have already both served their qualifying bans. Matt was able to do it first, so he starts 10th, and Sasha starts 9th. Guaranteed points this evening, unless someone joins during quali, which probably might happen. As Nick is coming through to start a lap now. Everyone is on a lap that's out on track. EXFL Checo and Fire are sticking to the pits for now. The first person to set a lap in this session will be F1 Union, who can take the championship from Fire this evening. Obviously purple in the middle sector and through 130 are fully committed to the left hand side, and now into the chicane. Easy to outbrake yourself and easy to extend and invalidate on the exit. F1 Union takes it well, takes it nice and cautiously for the first lap of the session. It's up to 29.8, and that will be Moore Island going into the pits, actually, not following him in. So it will be Neil's next, who also has gone into the pit lane, and Mackenzie is just backing up because he's invalidated. So I assume this means he is preparing to go again. EXFL Senna is on a lap as well, so is ETD Nico's invalid. He's just exited Spoon, and EXFL Senna is just going through Spoon Curve. And he's going slowly, yeah, very slowly, so I assume that means he is not doing any further in that lap. Mackenzie has gone again. He's going through the first couple of corners. That first corner seems pretty difficult in this game, if I'm honest. Seemed to catch a few drivers out of turn 1 in Tier 2 last night, but big golfing class between Tier 1 and Tier 2. Not really surprised.
ETE Nico was up by 4 tenths. Was up by 4 tenths on Jaden, but into the last chicane he put the curb a bit too much and invalidated his lap, so he will have to go again.
Yeah, so he is going again though, so don't count him out just yet. There are still 11 minutes left to go in the session, so more than enough time to set another lap if he screws over on this one. EXFL says at F54.0, but he invalidated that. He's going again. He's just going up the top of Dunlop curve and into the two Degner. He is purple in the first sector. I don't know, how accurate that is. The game doesn't really seem to like to be accurate with those. And then going under, kind of under the entry to 130R there as well.
We will see times go faster as more cars get out on the track. The grip's going to improve. You're going to see faster times, which is very expected. So, then as we've seen in Tier 2, it happens a lot. The track grip. So I think it will be very interesting to see who gets pole here tonight.
EXFL Senna has done a lap, 130.8, so almost literally a second down from F1 Union. Seems to be a pretty good lap he set there, although it's not. That is quicker than the Tier 2 pole, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that is.
Tier 2 was a 30.1, wasn't it? The pole.
No, Tier 2, was it? I think it was 30.9. As Red Fire's got purple in the first sector.
Not a surprise there.
That's true.
Let's see how true that actually is. F1 Union did a 30. No, he hasn't gone purple in the first. F1 Union went quicker in that first sector by 25 thousandths. So, yeah, that's interesting. We'll see how far he does in the middle sector, and that will really give us a bit of a comparison between him and F1 Union. As he now takes spoon curve beautifully. Does that Red Fire Tiger? That was perfect from the Mercedes driver, and now flat out down 130R. I wouldn't be surprised if he has blitzed F1 Union's middle sector. Let's just have a quick look. Oh no, he hasn't. He hasn't. He's 3/10 down on it. He took spoon absolutely beautifully, and he's down on F1 Union. So here comes Red Fire Tiger now across the line. 30.5 only. I assume he hasn't used any ERS or something. He hasn't. That was a proper lap from Red Fire Tiger.
That was a very good lap. I'm surprised he didn't go faster in the second sector.
Yeah, he seemed very mighty in that middle sector. Moore Island is off the track at Spoon, facing the wall. Luckily, he managed to keep it going. Niels is on a lap as well, and his teammate is following close behind him. It looked like he was purple in the middle sector. Niels could potentially push F1 Union off of pole. He does by 0.3 of a second and goes up to P1 as EXFL Checo didn't. That wasn't a push lap from EXFL Checo, and he stays P6, but looks like he's going again. Have you gone, Jack? Because it says you left. Yeah, there you go. Nick is also starting another lap. He's going again as out of the final chicane he goes, and on to start his lap as he goes flat out. Let's go throughout the full lap with ET and Nico here. Back racing again without any issues this week, and already pushing fully, really committing to the curbs in the S's. The curbs seem to be quite quite deadly in the S's, but ET Nico has taken that perfectly and has managed to keep it facing the right way at the top of Dunlop, and now flat out towards the two Degners here. Quick shift down to 6th for the first right-hander, and then to 4th for the right one. That's a very good first sector, and good through the two Degners for ET Nico as he now goes up the hill into the hairpin, takes that in 4th gear, which is very quick line through there, and now again flat out round this quite right-handed straight on the approach to Spoon curve. Again, another place where you can ruin your lap by going either too on the curve and spinning, or completely off track and invalidating your lap. Again on the exit, very good stuff from the Ferrari driver. It's a very clean lap so far, consistent from ETE Nico, and now coming now, flat out through 130R, left-handed, don't lift off the throttle, 8th gear, straight through, and braking now down into 3rd gear for the chicane, and short shifting up to 5th for the exit. ETE Nico, brilliant lap so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pushes Niels off of P1. 5/10 he blitzes him by, that's a brilliant time from ETE Nico, and a solid lap for the others to try and chase after. Brilliant from the Ferrari, and they have a 1-3 so far. Red Fire Tigers 4th. And Moore Island is on and out lap for now anyway. Moore Island is going again. So let's see what he can do. I imagine that he will probably go somewhere around where EXFL Centre is at the minute, who is weaving down the straight as Moore Island goes through, and he has, that is Mackenzie behind him. Mackenzie and Moore Island in the Williams cars. They are in, Will and Mackenzie going quite slowly up the S's. Is Moore Island going? Yeah, he is going. Up to Dunlop now, and probably lifted off slightly there. We did see ETE Nico do that when he set his lap. So Moore Island is 4/10 down on ETE Nico and slides through the first Stegner and invalidates his time. Moore Island is not having the greatest of qualies so far. 4 minutes left, he hasn't got a time on the board, and this time won't count either. Yeah, that was really good stuff. These two are getting quite close for comfort here. Will and Mackenzie. Yeah, Will does not want to go through, and he's actually left a bit of time. Yeah, so Will's going quite slowly. He knows he hasn't got anyone behind him. He can go as slow as he likes for now. And Moore Island has gone into the pits. Hopefully he'll make it back out again. Mackenzie is starting a lap. Currently on a 1:31.0. Moore and Will is also about to start his lap. So let's see. Goes into turn 1. I'm pretty sure I had an incident with F1 Union here last season, or the season before that, and he spins it on the inside of turn 1. Just too committed to the inside curb, and it does spin you round if you're too committed. As Mackenzie has gone into the gravel at Dunlop, so he will, quite rightly so, abort this lap and go again. Everyone's still in the pits. You know, they'll come out soon, definitely. Yeah, who is that? That is... Oh, Niels is coming out, and so is... Yeah, Moore Island is coming back out. So, Will is going to go again, I assume. Yep, so everyone, going to be out on track. This is the end of quali here in Japan. Mackenzie's gone again. Will is going again as well. And everyone else is on outlaps. And Red Fire Tiger is just coming out of the pits here. He'll be passed by EXFL Senna, who goes into his lap. This is the climax of quali here at Suzuka. And this could be the championship climax come the end of the race, as EXFL Senna seems to be struggling through turn 1 because he had to kind of turn away from the curve to avoid spinning like he did last lap, and through the S's seems to struggle a bit. Can't take it flat, to be honest, and just cautious. Wants to get a better lap and wants to improve. He is improving by just under a tenth of a second as he goes through the two Degners. Seems to take those pretty clean and consistent from the McLaren driver. Is up the hill now towards the hairpin. Takes it much differently to how ETE Nico did earlier on with his current provisional pole time. I don't know whether Will was racing on pad or controller. Those are the same thing. I meant pad or wheel. Yeah, I don't know. Mackenzie's gone fourth with a 130.5. Niels has spun at the top of Dunlop Curve. That will be it for Niels in this session. He will start. I don't know where he'll start, but he'll start with a 29.5 as his quali time. A good time for a bank lap. Anyway, EXFL Senna is about to cross the line. Will he improve? He will go to P5. He'll go ahead of Red Fire Tiger, but he will start his lap now. The championship leader. Currently on a 130.5 as Will goes into the wall. At the end of turn 1, it's going to do that yellow flag thing, isn't it? Mackenzie's invalid, but he's done already. F1 Union is going, and Niels is done. ETE Nico is also going to go try and improve on the time he set earlier on in this session. He is, but he needs 6/10 to beat ETE Nico, who has improved his first sector already. He looks absolutely rapid round here. I didn't see Fire's already 3/10 up in the first sector. So we could see Fire up there by the end of that. He needs 1.5 seconds if he wants to improve and beat ETE Nico's time. This is going to be a good end to quali because Nick has set a flyer of a lap and he was only 300ths up in the first sector and he's taken Spoon beautifully as now on the exit, 5th gear. We'll see his second sector split. F1 Union second sector split. He's only 300ths up. Here comes Nico as he goes, so he's 2.5 tenths up is ETE Nico, and now Fire will follow along too. The 3 championship protagonists are going as Fire is 6/10 up, so it won't be enough for now. F1 Union has aborted his lap. ETE Nico 28.9. What a lap from the Ferrari driver. Can Nick can Fire do anything to stop Nick? As he comes across the line, he won't. He will do a 29.9. He will only be starting P4 here at the Japanese Grand Prix. ETE Nico takes pole. He's back on the track, back at the top. As Neil splits him and his teammate. F1 Union lost it at the crucial moment. He could have capped off a Ferrari 1-2, but failed to do so. And his teammate will take home the pole position. He starts ahead of his championship rival. Will and Mackenzie set the exact same time also. Apparently it's wet, so that will be interesting. My B-reel just went off, sorry, I just had to take a moment to do that. It is, this is going to be brilliant. This adds to the action then. as if I'm not mistaken, we'll go straight away. Just like Tier 2 does. There won't be a formation lap because of the glitches that, you know, ensue when it is on. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, so this is the Japanese Grand Prix. Nick will lead them away. Neil's alongside him on the front row, and then the two championship protagonists behind them. The lights come on. 4 lights, 5 lights at Suzuka. And away we go. Nick seems to have got the better start. F1 Union might try and get alongside Niels, and they're going to be side by side. They're going to be nearly 4 abreast going into the first corner. That's not going to end well. Niels are going to get ahead of him by turn 1, but goes a little bit wide. Fire and Nick have touched, and they go round. Niels is taking the lead. F1 Union, EXFL Senna is up into P2. F1 Union has dropped down the order. Mackenzie is 3rd, Sasha's 4th, and Sasha overtakes Mackenzie. The McLarens have had an absolute flyer. Niels takes the lead. Mackenzie's 4th. And Fire and Nick had contact into turn 1. They spun round. EXFL Checo was caught up in it too. Fire's 8th and has managed to stay behind, and they're all spinning round. Sasha's gone as well. And I don't know who went round with him. But what a crazy first lap. Niels takes the lead. EXFL Senna's up into P2, and Mackenzie is 3rd. And they're all struggling in the wet conditions. F1 Union's 4th. At the minute doing enough to take the championship to the USA, but he has 26 laps to go. Anything can happen, as Fire is trying his best to overtake I'm a Wild Matt here, who's had a good start. 4 places up. Sasha is where he started after spinning. And these two, I think they have wing damage because of how slow they're going. I don't know. If they don't, then that's just quite harsh from me. But Niels is flying away with it. 2.3 second gap to the rest of the field here. Fire's on a wet setup, so he should, in theory, be quicker than everyone else here. Well, Fire and Nick making contact. The stewards are going to be in for a good one after this. The chat is going to turn into a battlefield after this, because Fire and Nick, when they make contact, no one's safe, either on the track or off it. As we found out many times before, as Fire is really trying every inch of track to get past I'm a Wild Matt, but just can't do so. Can't find the area of the track where he can do it, but he might do it through here, but goes a little bit on the grass. He's really ambitious. He knows what's at stake and wants to get past as quickly as possible, but they've all spun! 3 cars off at Dunlop Curve! What is going on? Fire's dropped to the back. The 3 of them, I think Moore Island collected Matt, who collected Fire. They all 3 went off at Dunlop Curve. And EXFL Checo all of a sudden has joined the fight, as Matt has gone again. This time he might have wing damage from that, because that was a hit on the barrier. Yeah, he probably won't, because he only made contact with his diffuser and then tapped the wall slightly. Yeah, but this is for P4, as potentially F1 Union in for P2 now. This championship is hotting up. Red Fire Tigers in 9th. F1 Union is in 2nd. At the minute, if F1 Union was to stay 4th, just give me a minute. If F1 Union was to stay 4th, Fire needs to get P6 and the fastest lap, or above. So at the minute, he's not in a great position. However, 6th isn't far down the road from him. So, you know, there's that to consider. But they're all still battling, like, they're all still aggressively fighting here, even after what just happened. One spun and it just created a kind of domino effect there as Red Fire Tiger hits the back of Sasha and hits the back of him again. Red Fire Tiger really is getting frustrated being behind these guys as he goes round the outside. And there they make contact again! Fire just can't keep himself out of trouble. And this time goes off at Dunlop. I imagine that the stewards will be having a look at that one as well. Fire is really not happy, is he? Yes, Fire really is not in a good place at all here. He really wants to get past these, and he's kind of cracking under the pressure. ET Nico, meanwhile, has actually got past his teammate. And he's going wide, though. They're all going wide through Spoon. I just wonder if it's going to be full wet for the entirety of this race. It does do that, though. It does do that. Nick has got past Will, but they've both gone off track. And Nick is going to cut the track to stay ahead. And I assume he'll be told to give that place back by the game. And he does so. And now we'll have the run down the straight on the EXFL turn. He will have the ERS on. And we can maybe try and move into turn 1. I don't like the way this is looking, as that they are going to go side by side through turn 1. Lovely camera angle to show what's going on here as Will goes a little bit wide. And Nick takes the place back cleanly this time and up into P3. And now F1 Union might look for that place as well. But meanwhile, Fire's still last. He's frustrated behind Sasha. They made contact and he was collected beforehand. You know, it's not looking good for Fire so far. I know there's quite a bit of the race to go. But at the minute, it doesn't look like he could collect this championship today, as now he'll go through on Sasha in the same place. So they're going to make contact again. Fire backs out, and they make contact again. You know, Sasha really is holding up Fire here, and he's going to go for it into Degner 1. They're going to go side by side, and Sasha backs out that time. Fire does get ahead of Sasha now, and up into P9, and will already now look on the back of I'm a Wild Matt and Moore Island, because he's close to the back of them. Meanwhile, F1 Union still closing up to EXFL Senna. He's P5 at the minute, so that means Fire will need P7 in the fastest lap now instead of P6 in the fastest lap. But F1 Union, if he gets this place, you know, it changes all the time. Well, yeah, F1 Union seems mighty through the last sector. That's where he's just gained quite a few tenths on F1 on EXFL Senna. And, you know, they seem to be going... Turn 1 seems to be causing quite a few problems. They aren't taking it very quick at all. Is it just the fact of being cautious, or is it just the fact that they genuinely can't take it any faster without spinning? Yeah, Fire is still... He nearly spun it out of turn 1 there. He seemed to be going into the wall a little bit, but managed to save it. Fire seems mighty through this section of the racetrack, because it seems like he gains on everyone every time. Is he going to go round the outside on the approach to Dunlop curve? And then that switches to the inside, and that is a good move from Fire. And up into P8 he goes now. Yeah, Sasha's not enjoying himself, is he? Yeah, I think so. Don't know. Well, I'm still looking at this because F1 Union just can't seem to go through. Anyway, yeah, everyone just can't seem to get through. He's safe where he is at the minute, though. Unless Fire goes through on Moore Island, then there are problems. Just the fastest lap. That's not what it is. There's the yellow flag. Sasha's gone. Nick actually has the fastest lap, so Fire will need 6th as it stands to claim the championship, and looks like he's going to try and move on Moore Island here. This is ambitious and results in a little bit of wheel banging, and Moore Island gets the better exit and actually stays ahead. Fire won't give this one up though, and he's going to switch to the inside. That's a great switchback from Red Fire Tiger, and he goes through on Moore Island, but Moore Island won't give this one up in a hurry and will try everything he can to get back through, but just can't. It seems like the field is now kind of splitting up a bit. Nick is closing in to the back of Mackenzie, who has really had a good start to this race, but Niels has probably had the best start to this race. 7 seconds clear. Yeah, this could be where Nick goes for a move. However, yeah, down to 7th through. Down to 7th through 130R, and happy to stay where he is, I suspect, because Neil seems to be on a different pace entirely. He's doing very well so far, and he's just rather running his own race. We have 20 laps to go though, so anything can change in that time. A safety car could throw this race wide open. Sasha's 48 seconds back from anyone else. He really has not enjoyed today, but he's going to get a point. Yeah, he's going to get a point whatever happens, so... Yep. By the way, anyone who's missing out on quali at the minute. Yeah, it's currently in Q2. Norris topped Q1. Both Alfa Romeos went out in Q1 also. Obviously, this is the qualifying to set the grid for the sprint. Latifi missed out on Q2 by just about half a tenth of a second. I know, just under. Yeah, here we go. Red Fire Tiger has found his pace. He's on a decent pace as well. So let's see what he can do. Let's watch this then. Matt has a penalty as well. If that interests anybody. I doubt it does though, because I'm a wild Matt. Nah, I'm joking. I love I'm a wild Matt. He's a very nice guy. Hang on, what's going on here? I don't know why my thing was like that. Yeah, Fire has got through. And now he's in his position. He will win the World Championship if he finishes here. Jack, have you got your audio included? Because Thies just says he can't hear you or something. Well, he just said, is Jack not commentating? Which kind of insinuates that he can't hear you. Okay. Alex can't hear you either.
Like, can they hear me now?
Yep, someone let me know. Can you hear him now?
It is not. Yeah, I can hear him. I'm just going on my screen. I can hear myself now.
Okay, they can hear you now, but it's very crackly.
Oh, I don't know. As long as they can hear me, that's all.
Alright, Thies. Thies, stop messaging me. Do it on Instagram, mate. It's you know, it's annoying. Nick, yeah, Nick has gone on to Inters. So, that is
Very cool.
interesting, because he seems to be struggling a little bit. And this once again opens up the race.
I can't see why there isn't as many puddles up, but I do not think it's ready yet.
Yeah, he seems to be sliding about a bit.
It was been on a while mastering the exam.
Yeah. However, Fire has just set a purple middle sector, so that could show that maybe the wets are still the way to go. Nick does seem to be struggling a bit. I want to see how he takes 130R. Is he?
Yeah.
He is. This is going to be interesting then.
He's putting Inters on.
I think the wets are still faster.
He's putting Inters on.
But they're all going in. As look how close F1 Union is. He's closer than ever to the back of the EXFL Senna. That rhymed. But he is closer than ever before to the back of EXFL Senna, but he just can't get close through the S's. EXFL Senna needs to be quicker through there. And yeah, Nick is struggling. Nick is fully struggling. The choice to pit to the Inters may prove to kill this race.
But it is like rain, as you can see. It isn't as steady as before. The track is drying.
The track surface obviously isn't full wet though, you know.
But could this change the race? The sash is now into the full set. I'm just watching the times between Nick and Checo, and I don't think he's getting any at all. Because Nick almost spins into red fire.
Fire and Nick are fighting here. Fire's gone through on Nick. They battle again, and this time Fire's actually gone through cleanly without making contact over at turn 1. But Nick is trying to get him back, and he goes down the inside and outbrakes himself a little bit. Fire might go for the switchback, and he goes for the switchback again. 2 switchback attempts. They make contact. Fire's going to run wide. Fire's half in the gravel. They're really racing each other through the last corner. And now it's going to be down to whoever is quicker down the straight. But Nick is ahead for now, and again, they're not going to be happy with that. And again, there's probably going to be an argument about that, as usual. Fire really wants to get through. F1 Union got through on EXFL Senna.
I would have thought they might be backing him up. Might be trying to back him up to help Jaden. Oh, F1 Union, sorry. They are actually gaining, no they're not. Actually gaining on the wet compound really fast.
Yeah, now it's kind of in the crossover. Nick doesn't seem to be struggling as much anymore, because when he first pitted, he was taking the corners really slowly. I want to see what if it lets me. Neil's time last lap compared to Nick's time last lap. Nick was 4 seconds slower. Hang on. Lap 13.
They were battling, to be fair. And he's a second down. Red Fire's also a second down.
Just let's have a look at this lap, because Neil set a 1 minute 46 this lap. So let's see what Nick does this lap. That will kind of indicate to us who's quicker. Yeah, it's definitely it's on the crossover.
Might want to watch someone who's in
the wets are at the minute quicker. But EXFL Senna has gone for the gamble, and he actually comes out ahead of Nick and Red Fire Tiger, but Nick doesn't want to be stuck behind him for long. He's going to try around the outside as they make contacts, and they are both in the gravel. Fire might like this, as look at them, they're 3 wide, and Nick has pushed Fire into the gravel.
And
they're battling again. He's given Nick a penalty.
Red Fire total
Come on, you guys. They're 2 of the quickest drivers in here, but they're 2 of the worst drivers to fight each other. Nick's lagging as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll watch more on if you can play here. See if it can. Yeah, and one more on this now actually a bit up on. Whereas Neil's in. I would have put Jaden and oh no, McKenzie doesn't come up. McKenzie will stay out.
Will F1 Union come in? That is the big question there. McKenzie takes the lead.
No, he will not.
As F1 Union has also stayed out.
But there is 21 seconds between Senna and Checo. So either way, if Checo hits the rule, should come out ahead. But Nick has done God's work up Jaden out here to hold up Red Fire, it seems. As Red Fire is all on the back of Nick Senna now. I want to watch Nils' time to see. As, yep, the Inters are now the quicker fire front on the one that goes faster.
Yeah, well, now we're on the Inters, and now we're going to see whether the decision to stay out for F1 Union was a good one. It's really a pitted that lap.
The time is now coming down.
It all depends on where Red Fire Tiger will come out compared to him. This could be
F1 Union should
good.
F1 Union should come out ahead because he is.
Senna and all.
It's like 27 seconds ahead. The Senna and Red Fire are battling. And this is Frankie who's waiting for Red Fire. It's about 25 seconds, 25, 26, or 27 seconds, I'm sorry, between the gap of F1 Union and Red Fire, but the F1 Union stayed out again.
This is, this is going to be quite a
37 seconds between Red Fire and P4.
I don't know what I think about this. This could be a big risk.
F1 Union will comfortably go out ahead.
Or it could be a...
Now it's 20. I know it's because he was pitting it potentially time. 14 seconds. And one might miss again. 1:45.4. If you watch Nils' times, I do not know what his first sector was, but I would have thought this will put a benchmark down.
Yeah, it's got to be time for Inters this lap. F1 Union might be making a bit of a mistake by not pitting. He's 23 seconds to Red Fire Tiger.
Yep.
I'm being told to look at battles, but let's be real. Who's battling? Come on, tell me.
I was going to say who's battling. The closest battle is Nick.
I'm rather just focusing on
Senna.
this gap. So I want to know Sasha's actually gone the fastest lap, but he's 48 seconds back from anyone. So is he gonna pit? That is the question, because this could determine the shape of this race.
Yes,
he has pitted.
And
Niels
Senna
has
will
stayed
follow
out
him.
because he pitted already. So he's the last person to pit for Inters. I'm pretty sure. No, for Checo as well, but he has now pitted too.
Oh no, I forgot about Checo.
This is going to be close because Red Fire F1 Union is just come out of his pit box. Red Fire Tiger is just going through the chicane now. They might come out virtually next to each other. Here we go.
Red Fire is
F1
knocking
Union
down
just
the
gets to the line now.
This
This is going to be close as they go down the straight. F1 Union has got out ahead, but how far ahead is the question? 1.1 seconds.
9 tenths, 8 tenths.
Yeah, it's close.
And Jaden's tyres
At the minute, Red Fire Tiger is in the position to win the championship.
Jaden's tyres will be cold, so will Red Fire get past him this lap. As you can see through there, with them cold tyres of Jaden's, he is struggling through the heated temperature, and his tyres, his Red Fire is all over the back of him.
Cold tyres will be a factor, as here is the move Red Fire Tiger's been waiting for. Through Dunlop curve he goes. They're going to go side by side. Oh. And he spun F1 Union round. He was on the cold tyres. It didn't work for him. And F1 Union has been spun round by his championship rival Red Fire Tiger. This is going to be so controversial in the stewarding room after this race. As again Fire makes contact with someone.
I thought Nick had done enough to hold up Red Fire, but clearly not.
So F1 News drops to 7th now.
First battle is between Nick and EXFL Senna. I'll put quality on and just bet anyone who is watching, who isn't watching quality. Because that doesn't sound good. There's a red flag in actual qualifying.
Why? What happened?
Russell's crashed. Magnussen is currently P1, Verstappen P2. Russell was P3 with P in the gravel. Bottas P10, Hamilton's P8.
Can I just draw your attention to the fact that Fire is on 9 incident points? He could have a race ban after this race.
That wouldn't make a difference to the championship, would it? If
Well,
it finishes, it depends. If it finishes like this, it might not. Because Neil's is in the pits again. Neil's got damage.
Has he?
Yeah, Neil's somehow got damage. We didn't realise. And
we didn't see that.
His front wing.
So Mackenzie takes the lead, and by quite a convincing margin as well. We could see a new champion as well as a new winner. I'm fairly sure Mackenzie hasn't won yet in Tier 1. This could be his first win.
He's got a clean 13-second gap to red flag.
I'm just going to go and look at the records because I want to see if he's won before. No, Mackenzie's never won.
This will be his first race win if he keeps it like this.
This could be his first win if he can just keep it.
The reason the red flag wasn't...
He has 10 laps to go.
The reason the red flag wasn't qualifying, Russell locked up his rear tyres and spun in the gravel, got out of it, and then did a 360, got his rear tyres in the gravel again and got stuck.
What?
So if he did the 360, it would be fun. He sort of beat himself.
Washed.
With 8 minutes remaining, red flag currently Magnussen P1, Verstappen P2.
Magnussen, love it. Mackenzie's also just at the fastest lap. This could be really good for him.
But they are on about rain, so Magnussen, if there is more rain, as they are on softs currently, Magnussen could get pole for the sprint race.
Could you imagine?
Can't realise it. I still want that now. As Nick is holding up and putting a massive penalty. As Neil's left on Union Centre, it's on Checker and Nick are all really close to each other. Ooh! Neil's smack a left on Union. Will he go through here? No.
Union's gone through. But as it stands, Fire will get champion because he only has... If he finishes first or second, he takes it regardless.
As it is now 12.4 seconds to gap, 12.5 seconds to gap between Red Fire and Mackenzie. As Red Fire is going faster and faster each lap, odd temps.
He is.
Odd temps up and a purple second sector.
But is he going to get that gap down enough?
You need to do qualifying laps for the next 7 laps. 1:41.2.
1:41.2. What did Mackenzie set on the last lap?
I will check for you.
A 1:42.2 is
So
what
a
he
second
set.
faster.
So Fire was a second faster lap.
So he would need to go Red Fire would need to go faster, wouldn't it? Yes, he would.
I thought Niels was going to take the win, but
I don't even know how he got
Hamilton,
damaged.
unfortunately. Yeah, we missed that completely.
We're focusing on quality.
This is a nice little battle here between Senna, Checo, and Nico for P3. But this is allowing for... Will goes in the gravel there on the inside of Dunlop towards Degner 1. F1 Union pulling up to the back of this as well, but at the minute, and nowhere he finishes can stop Red Fire Tiger from clinching this championship today. Unless Fire has a spin or something.
Well, if I finish
But let's see now, because...
He will. He's the right champion.
Yeah, basically.
He do interviews and so on. The champ.
Not really.
I was going to say, I didn't know. As real qualifying is starting in about 40 seconds, so...
Ooh, there's a little bit of contact made. As Niels went up the inside of EXFL Senna.
Or but he hasn't, he's pulled the gap down not by much. Such as that. She's having a lonely race at the lap, but worth it because he's going to at least get a point.
Will has gone in the gravel again. He's going. He's struggling. And
F1 Union thought about a move, but didn't go.
Yeah. As I say, I noticed that. We have 6 laps to go.
All as
Fire needs to pull 11 seconds in
F1 Union thought about
6 laps. Mackenzie just set a purple sector 2 as well. This could be good for him.
I don't think he will do it, and I think Red Bull will be able to catch him in time. Red, if Mackenzie keeps his head cool, keeps the car in a straight line, he could get his first race win here tonight. This track seems to like drivers to get their first race wins. He might have.
As Niels has been let through by his teammate EXFL Checo into the last chicane. That was definitely tactical because EXFL Checo moved off the line and broke early. So Niels obviously feels he can attack ETE Nico in front and get that podium before the end of the race. He deserves the podium. He was leading quite convincingly before he got damage.
Really want to know how Niels got damage. What advantage? All the drivers in the real qualifying are in the pits because it's raining.
It is.
Yeah, Matt, I do believe Magnussen will get pole position in qualifying because it is raining and the Haas drivers and the Haas mechanics need to have their hands over their mouths. So. But for 1:39.3, he's now 9 seconds ago. Oh, and he's going to lose all that time because he ran wide into camera.
Yep. as, you know, these guys are close to each other, but not, you know, close enough for anything to, move on again, or out of the session. Okay, yeah, give me a sec. Wow, fair play. Yeah, he's safe as he is, though. He doesn't need to push for the win, of course. Well, Neil's is close to this. Could be the battle for third here. Is what a yellow flag in sector 2. It's F1 Union. It's all unravelled for him after that contact he had with Red Fire Tiger. Was it Red Fire Tiger? Yeah, it was, of course. I don't really know. He's going to get a point. He's just doing it for vibes at this point, isn't he? I mean, fair play. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as long as they finish the race, then, you know, Niels probably has the best pace on track so far. Nick has got another penalty. He's on 9. He got one of them whilst battling fire though, but I don't know if that gets removed. Nick sets the fast lap at 38.4 as he pulls out from behind ET Nico and goes round the outside, but Nick defends on the inside. And yeah, Will and Jaden pit. He's going on to mediums. Yeah. Yeah, Nick and Niels are still fighting. Are they going to go side by side through 130R here? This is going to be interesting as they're going to go side by side. This is brilliant racing from both of them, but Nick is managing to stay ahead. Fair play. Yeah, well, we are coming now towards the final lap as we are on a dry track. Oh. I have as well. Please don't say this is how it ends. It bloody better not be. Nah, are you being serious? Has it actually just kicked all of us off on the last lap? Everyone's been kicked. You just couldn't write this, can you? Can't be. It might be. Yeah, but I don't think... It's kicked everyone. Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because I can't get back in. So I'm just trying to figure out what is actually happening. I don't actually know what's happening. I've just messaged Jaden on Xbox to say check Instagram ASAP. Alright, so Mackenzie wins. That is the final thing. Mackenzie wins, but it's boring and ruins it for everyone because the game is not good enough. Fire finished second and will be world champion, but I'm not crowning him like that. You'll have to wait for until next week for me to crown him champion because it's not happening like that. He can be champion mathematically, but he's not officially going to be classed. I'm not going to tell it. I'm not going to do the whole thing until next week. I know it's like I shouldn't do that, but you know. Yeah, but this isn't real life, is it? Well, it is F1, but it's not a real life F1, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So anyway, that was Japan. It ended kind of controversially. Next week we head to the United States of America. Tier 2 is on Thursday night. Tier 1's on Friday night. You know the drill by now. So, from me, Chaz F1, and from Crew of Ace, my co-commentator, we will see you next week, everyone.